People think living in rural Japan is cheap and relaxing, but my days look more like this. But one of the questions I get asked the most is, how do I afford to live in rural Japan? And the answer is pretty simple. So in today's video, I'm going to... Hey! Hey! What's that? Come on! In today's video, I'm going to take you guys to work with me and show you what a real day looks like. So stay tuned to the end, because coming up, I have a huge problem that I just discovered. Haha!
Why your face is so dirty?
仕事
That's cute.
仕事探しにでいいけど仕事探しにでいいけど So I just want to address all the previous comments, just to let you guys know I do have real safety shoes. Oh, wrong ones. Where are they? It's not them. Ah, what?
That's your walk shoes.
Okay, look. These are real safety shoes, and they have the bit here. The safety caps, but I don't know why they very rarely make an appearance on my feet unless I'm doing big jobs or working for other people. But you know what, for you guys, I'm going to take them with me today. So I've definitely had foot injuries, but the funny thing is I nearly broke my toe last week during one of the videos, actually, when we went to play in the river with the dogs. Chappie pulled me so hard on the lead, I kicked a rock and my toe got swollen for like 3 or 4 days. Like, not just my toe, my whole foot, and I thought I broke my toe. That wasn't for work, and that was just playing in the river, so I was barefoot anyway. But I do have safety shoes and socks, so just to let you guys minds at ease a little bit. Auntie?
いつもじゃん。初めて会った時も I forgot my socks, that's why I can't wear safety shoes. And if you bring socks, you forgot safety shoes, and that's why you always wearing.
Exactly. But you know what? These are the summer version, and these are the winter version. Even in the winter I don't wear real shoes. Just these slip-slops. And the house version, they rarely go on my feet too. The funny thing is, when me and Sakura first started dating, she never seen me in trousers or shoes ever. And then we went to a Chinese restaurant. This is actually before we were dating, so I was trying to impress her, and I wore jeans and trainers. So she was so shocked by that. Okay, so let's go to this project. I'm going to be framing a unit bath and maybe doing some ceiling framing today. I have to go work. Come on, inside. Honey. Lulu, I gotta go to work. Hey, come on. Oh, well, unfortunately that's all I can do today for that one, because I meant to be framing a new ceiling, but I don't have the wood for it just now. And there's a couple of things I need to discuss with the client before I get onto that, because working on these Japanese homes, it's not always a simple process of just building a new frame off an existing structure, because nothing's level. So yeah, I'll skip that one for today, and then I'm going off to another house, a beautiful log cabin actually in the forest. Just going to check out and quote for a job replacing a deck fence. Okay, I realized I just took off driving to the next property, and I'm just driving. I had no idea where I'm even going, the directions. I was just driving along and thinking, shit, I don't even have this place on the map. And then ended up in a complete different area. What a waste of time. So, there's a tip for you guys. When you go somewhere, make sure you know where you're going. It kind of makes sense when you think about it. Yeah, okay, let me try and find this place. Here it is.
Huh?
Say hi.
Hi.
Busy.
Getting busy.
Well, what the?
No, not yet. Bring your shoes.
So this job here, I got to replace this cross section. See, it's all rotted away. It's all termite damage. Yeah, the client here wants me to replace these two posts, which isn't so complicated. The way this deck railing has been built, it's all notched in with joinery, no screws or nails. All in here. You can see. Whoa, shit. Okay, well that's out now. So not a complicated job. I got to put in 2 new posts. But the railing here, there's a lot of termite damage everywhere. You can see all underneath here, all here. It's really wobbly. So it would be better to kind of rebuild all the damaged sections and make it a lot stronger. But yeah, you just do what the client wants you to do and what needs to be done. You can see how it's built here. Look how wobbly it is. Yeah, well, for this job it's just this area now that I hit out by mistake, so that'll be an easy fix. The whole thing's so damaged.
こことこことここ直した方がいいよって
Okay.
思うところ
Okay.
You should pick
Yeah. So this is actually a stunning property, right in the forest, very close to the ski resort. This is a very beautiful location, and not only the location, the property is stunning. Apart from the deck, of course, that needs to be repaired, but look at this. Beautiful log cabin with some Japanese aesthetics. And it's got it upstairs too. Beautiful, yeah. I love it. Stunning. 1 bedroom.
Yeah, but 2 single.
Is anybody looking to come into this area for your holidays and you need a place to stay? Then get in touch with Sakura. This is the property management company she works for. They run this place. That's why Sakura is here just now getting it ready for the next guests. It's stunning. This is my first time being in here and I already broke something. So I thought these support beams were like notched in and with the joinery and then kind of all slid in nicely, but actually not. super simple, just cut and nailed in. That's why it pushed out so easily. You can see the old nail hole, and here there was a nail in there, but this is all rot. I don't see any termites anywhere, but a lot of times you'll get termite damage where the termites wore and they've hollowed everything out. You can see like this. And then if you see black ants, it could be the carpenter ants, and termites would have ate everything out and then kind of disappeared, and then carpenter ants can kind of take over that system and like make their nests and stuff. Then you look here, we've got something going on there. But these just look like normal ants. But it's always these small little simple jobs that never work out to be small little simple jobs, especially when you're dealing with this kind of extent of damage. So I just discovered a major problem in my washitsu, the tatami room. We've had the doors closed in the summer because we don't really use the room so much. Although we did have friends stay here just 2 weeks ago, and in that 2 weeks, look at this mold. Mold, mold, mold. And it's all over the tatami mats, and these are brand new tatami mats just in this room. Not so much in this room, but it is starting to get moldy in the corners there. So I'm going to have to try and clean all this mold off and lift up all the tatami mats and investigate underneath the floorboards and stuff. But yeah, it's looking like an expensive problem. Over here I just noticed more mold. Sucks. Okay, one good news is that it's just surface mold, so it's just on top of the tatami. So you've seen that I was able to vacuum off a lot. You see there's like all the mold dust that kind of pops up when I vacuum. So I'm using a special vacuum that's got the HEPA filter, and then I'm wiping down with about 70 to 80% ethanol, which is what's recommended to wipe off the surface mold. So it's an easy solution for just cleaning temporarily the top of the tatami so it's not ruined. If it was mold coming up from underneath the tatami, if it was moldy here and then coming up through the tatami, then that'd be a big issue. I'd have to replace all the tatami. So for now I'm just have to clean up all the top layer of the tatami, stack everything out, dry out the room, really get some airflow going through this room. But of course, a big issue is the downstairs. If you guys seen the previous videos of in the house when I went into the crawl space, it is damp in the crawl space. That's obviously one of the main concerns here, is that needs to be fixed. Need to put in a vapor barrier and put in all the dehumidifier materials down in the crawl space. But then the other issue is it's just raining a lot here. It's a very wet environment. This room's not getting used. The windows are not always open because the rainwater comes in through the windows. So another solution for this room is I should put in a AC unit or some kind of thing to... I mean, I've got the dehumidifier going just now, but I need more of a long-term solution for this. Because, yeah, this is one of my favorite rooms of the house. It's a beautiful, renovated Japanese room. It's all in good condition. New walls, new doors, new tatami. Yeah, it's a beautiful room and I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to do anything with it either. I like to keep it super simple, and it's a nice place for friends and family to come and stay, and they can all sleep here on the futons and that. I just can't believe it. Yeah, 2 weeks ago we had friends staying here, and within that 2 weeks, probably within the last couple of days, because I only just put the dehumidifier here down a few days ago, and it wasn't here before, so yeah, bloody hell. I don't know what happened, but it was a bit of a shock. So I just want to share with you guys, if anyone else kind of struggling with this, yeah, just keeping humidity down in these Japanese homes. I didn't have this problem last year because this was actually my bedroom last year, so I had a lot more airflow, but of course not really being used this year. So I'm going to have to continue on and get all this off. You can see here. See it?
Let's buy another tatami sheet.
Okay.
It sells quality. If you touch the camera, you have to take off gloves.
Okay. So if you guys are pulling out tatami from your room, a good thing to do is go to number tatami and write it on the floor. Because even though the tatami are all like standard sizes, they're all kind of wedged in specifically in their locations. So they might not always fit putting them anywhere. So this is actually numbered from the tatami shop. And what I do is I draw the floor pan here. I don't know if you can see it. And then I put 6 there. So each tatami, I'll just number them on the floor plan that I've just drawn in the floorboard. So when I go to put them back, I'll know exactly what numbers go where. And when you vacuum tatami, you want to be vacuuming with the weave, not against it. So as whatever direction it's going, you want to vacuum that way. So you're not going against it where you can kind of fray it. Okay, so that's all the tatamis wiped, hoovered and lifted off the ground. So as a current measure, I've put a wee dehumidifier that I've normally got for the ski storage room. So it's only a small one and it fills up like a 3-litre tank. But for now I've just put that in here. But to let it run, you see it's on 70% just now. I want to get that down to at least 50%, and in order to do that I'll need to close all the windows. So I do want to have airflow through here, but because it's like humid and kind of a little bit damp and rainy outside, having this running when it's like that outside doesn't make sense. So I need to close all the windows, and I'll bring in a circulator in here too to help with that, just to circulate the air. But I'm going to run down to the shop and get the bigger dehumidifier and bring that in here. One that I can leave running a little bit more consistent, that doesn't have the tank. Well, it has the tank, but also has the pipe that you can run out, so it just constantly lets out the water, the humidity. Whereas this one, you have to fill it up. I mean, you have to empty it every time it reaches 3 litre, which is quite fast in this room, unfortunately. But yeah, I never had this problem before, but it's just very hot, humid summer. But not just that, it just rains a lot here. It's very damp all the time. And I think I found out one of the main culprits. So in the previous video I went under the crawl space, which you guys have already seen. And I told you guys how damp the soil is, especially in certain areas. And I think I know the main reason behind that. So in this room, a lot of the tatami was okay. This area and this area was more bad. And then this area in the corner. When I lift up this tatami, you can see the dark stains here, which is an indicator of a damp area. And then again, over this side, there's more damp around here. So when I went under the crawl space of the house, it was specifically this corner was more bad. And I'm going to show you one of the reasons why I think that is. So when it rains, I have 3 rain pipes that come down from the roof gutter system. Here's one here, so it's coming down. And this one actually goes down into the ground, into another pipe. So there's probably like a drainage system there. But then when we come around to this side of the house, which I find it in the winter, it's the first time I've seen, it's always so strange because the snow melts in this area. So we have so much snow that just surrounds us in the winter, but there's two areas of the house that it doesn't settle. I mean, it's like always melting or whatever. I always wanted to know what the reason was behind that. And I think I know. So you've got this rain pipe. Just come down to the house, and it just comes down to the ground there. And you can see this bit here is always damp. And that's exactly the corner of the room with the tatami there. So that's definitely one of the issues. I think I'll need to figure out a solution where I can drain the water away from the house. So I'll have to put in a system here that kind of runs to around about there. You see the wood posts? That is my property line. So yeah, I'll need to figure out a solution with that. The next one, which is the main damp corner under the crawl space, is here. The grass grows. This is all the snow in the winter, but then here, the snow never settles here. And you can also see with the soil here. So the rain pipe comes down again into this corner. I don't know if you can see the red. The red there, all the moss, really wet ground. And then all here, all this red stuff, which is another indicator of the dampness of the soil. So I'll need to figure out another solution with this rain pipe. You see it comes down, and it just, all the water just drips here. And that's the corner of the house, and that's another problem area under the crawl space where it's really damp. Because actually, from the previous video when I went under there, I had to replace the floor in the oshire cupboard and put in the latch to the crawl space. Well, that cupboard is right here. So it should be right there. That's the new latch to the crawl space. And then this is the damp area that I discovered. So yeah, and you can see the kind of staining, the orange stain across here. I'm guessing it's something to do with the damp and stuff, but I'm not a specialist or have any experience in this kind of thing. So I really appreciate anyone leaving some helpful comments in this video, because I need to figure out a solution, and all I can think about is, yeah, making the pipe come down, doing some kind of system here where it drains out away from the house and into this land. So this is all just kind of barren land. Nobody lives here. This is a vacant home, but it's owned by the construction company there. Nothing happens to this. So I'll probably do some kind of trench system or something where it drains at least around here, and then it keeps away from the foundation of the house. So yeah, I don't know, kind of lost with this one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head down into the city and get a bigger dehumidifier, because I just discovered this problem and I don't want to sit on it either. Like, I don't think I can relax if I just know it's only going to get worse. So I'll do that, and then I've called a company to come around and give me a quote. It's a special mold prevention company, so they'll come around, they'll go in the crawl space and they'll put a moisture meter in all the wood joists, and they'll go around and check the environment, and then they'll figure out the best prevention method and how to treat it and stuff. I like to get companies, like specialist companies, to come around and give me all these quotes, because then I ask them what exactly it is they're doing, if it's stuff that I can do myself, and then I'll work out the costs of how much it costs for all the material and to do all the mold prevention, to doing it from myself, and then what the price difference is with the company doing it. Because when it's not fun jobs like that, if it's a little bit more or quite a bit more, then that determines if I do it myself or I get a company. But with this kind of thing, when it comes to mold prevention, and if there's already a mold problem and they have to fix and repair stuff, I do like that the companies come around and they also provide a warranty and a bit more of a peace of mind service than doing a DIY thing and then having a reoccurring problem or anything like that. So yeah, I think it's nice to get specialists in for these specific things. But yeah, I'd still love anybody that has experience with this or has any kind of information what to do with the rain pipes, the one here and on that side. Yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you guys can leave a comment below or send me a message, because oh man, owning a house, it's just so expensive. Everything just adds up. There's always problems occur, and I just like to get to the root of the problem, repair, and then yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen in the future. So I do have a big expense coming my way before this winter season, as I've got the windows all going to be changed to double glazing windows, which is a necessity because I'm going to put in some kind of air conditioners, or the air conditioning in Japan that does the cold air and the heat air. So it'd be nice for winter and summer. I actually don't need the air conditioning during the summers. I don't find it that hot, but I want it for the dampness, because you get the dehumidifier built into the air conditioning system, and then you can leave it running throughout the day. And that would be the main reason I get that. But yeah, what a pain in the butt. So off to the shops. Yeah, go more.
600万円
Mm-hmm.
そうじゃない
What do we get? Just spent $500 on a dehumidifier. But let me tell you guys, one second. This was 87,000 yen, the original price, and they had it for sale marked at 59,000 yen. But then we checked on Amazon and it was for sale for 47,000 yen. So then we asked the guy, can he price match the prices on Amazon? And then he came back and he was able to match the price, but plus tax it was 50,000 yen. So pretty much the Amazon price. So definitely, when you go to these electric shops, it's worth asking if they can price match, because we just saved
8,000 yen.
8,000 yen.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
I was thinking 9,000 yen.
No.
What was the price difference? 48, and then there's French. So
52,000 yen
Yeah.
is price,
Yeah.
and plus tax.
Ah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why 58,000 yen
Yeah.
was original price.
Original.
Then we looked at Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon was 47,000 yen.
Yeah.
So,
So about 1,000,000 ぐらいね.
yeah, it's different is 1,000,000 yen.
And then we got 5,000.
5,000
Yeah.
yen.
Okay, so we saved 8,000 yen, which
Yeah.
is like $80.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
It's pretty
But
good, though.
The reason we got this one is the original price before sale was 87,000 yen. So this is what's called a hybrid compressor. So it's got a compressor and the suction. Or I don't know what it's technical. I've never bought one, so I don't know. But basically, the reason we got this one is we can run it in the summer in the tatami room, but it's a really big one. So it does 18 liters a day, and it's for a size of like 24 tatami.
15.
15 liters a day, but the size of like 24 tatami. So it'll run for our downstairs, and then we can fit the hose to it rather than having to empty the tank all the time. But the reason we chose this one is in the winter we can use it in the laundry room to dry the clothes, because it's got the disinfectant thing, whatever that does. But also it's got 25,000 plasma cluster. I don't even know what that is. But the other one only had 7,000.
7,000.
And this one's got 25,000 plasma cluster.
Yeah, that's why he's recommend.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, if you guys don't know what plasma cluster is, it's
Eon.
Eon. It's life changing, I think. And I think this is gonna change our lives. So this was a good buy. I don't know, but you know what? I've never had plasma cluster, so I'm thinking it's gonna be life changing. Like 25,000 sounds like a lot. Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's good. We'll see. I guess can't go on its side yet. It's compressor. That should be okay like that. But yeah, price match. Also, just to let you guys know, I would love to take you guys around and show you the inside of the shops and stuff, and I try and do that. But I've also got to be respectful because in Japan, a lot of stores and kind of public spaces like this, they have no camera signs everywhere, and they don't want people filming, even though it's not illegal. It's yeah, over the years, there's been a big influx of foreign, not just foreign, but social media influencers, typical influencers, and they just, yeah, they go around filming, or a lot of streamers as well. It's become such a big problem in Japan because it's a bit of a hotspot for streamers and influencers. So now a lot of local businesses have no camera signs everywhere, like restaurants, cafes, especially shops and stuff. So I try and do my best, but I also keep it respectful. So yeah, I would love to show you guys more, but gotta respect the culture in Nihon there. You go to McDonald's? Nah, I shouldn't eat that. It's terrible. There's a McDonald's up the road. It's
Or maybe
so bad for you.
we can go to the pick up some buns and I can make burger.
We just passed the supermarket there.
Yeah.